let's see here. I think my live cam will show up here. I think it'll show up here. Let's see. Hold on, I need to do one little something. I need to do one little something in the settings. So, alright, let's see. Keep that on there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's up, Pete? Rule number one is you have to have an apron if you're gonna cook. Mine's got a bottle opener on it and a place for beer. So, trying to bring our temp down here on the grill. I don't know how much charcoal, good morning, Mr. Cowboy. I don't know how much charcoal you're supposed to use when you're grilling. It's the one thing that I really don't know about grilling. But, it's okay. What are you guys up to? What's the playoff plan? Broadus will be here in a minute to make a bunch of food. I'm already making a bunch of food. Let me show you guys. This is the jam right here. See, that's the wings. If you're looking for the recipe, what's up, Mark? If you're looking for the recipe, here's what you need. This one, and here's the other one. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Clucker Dust? Where'd you go, Clucker Dust? Look. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, if you want to make some kick-ass chicken wings, this is what you need right here. That's the Clucker Dust. That adds a little bit of heat to it. That's the hardcore carnivore red. That's the standard part. Hey, Stembo. So I'm just hanging out. Whatever you guys want to talk about. If anybody checks this video later and wants to know about the Jeff, you think the Titans are winning TV? I think the Titans are losing. Morning, Zachary. I think the Titans are losing because I think Lamar Jackson's on a heater. Boy, I really need a haircut. My Super Bowl is boring. It's Green Bay and Kansas City. But Buffalo's got a chance. New Orleans got a chance. Baltimore's got a chance. Joe Witt could be the DC. So for anybody who checks this video later, here's your Cowboys talk. Defensive coordinator for the Cowboys. Here's the names to know. Okay? What you taking? The Perfect Wings or 3 first-round picks? Is it the Perfect Wings once or forever? I'll show you what we're cooking. Got my grill thing on. I got my bottle opener attached. I'm ready to rock. Names to know for DC. George Edwards already in-house. He could be a possibility. Unfortunately, you do have to pay attention to the name Dom Capers because David Moore tweeted it, and David Moore works at the newspaper. It's a secret about Jerry. Jerry Jones still reads the paper, so he gives things to the newspaper. So, know that name. Ben, also we got ribs today. Push this into the fridge. Ribs. They'll be going a little later. So yes, Joe Witt is a name to know. Joe Witt. Dom Capers is a name to know. George Edwards is a name to know. Dan Quinn is a name to know. They're on some headphones. They're a little hard to hear. Sorry about that. Well, yes. So basically Atlanta's top 3 guys from last year, Dan Quinn, Raheem Morris, and who's the DB guy? That's Joe Witt, right? And then you need to know the name Dom Capers. You need to know the name George Edwards. You need to know the guy that Broadus dropped his name yesterday on the air. Broadus got the connect. I forgot his name, but look up who was the head coach and GM of the Los Angeles XFL team in 2020. He was with McCarthy back in the day as well. So that's it, you know? Atlanta's defense sucks. Why are we considering them? Defenses are weird, man. Your defense, yes, coordinators help, but you're not a genius if your defense plays well. You probably have good players. Chris Hewitt, that's fine. Wade Phillips, sure, throw that name in the mix. More evolved in this hiring is all previous McCarthy guys. Look, there's going to be previous McCarthy guys, and that's okay. I don't mind that. It's okay that as a head coach, you're going back to people you're familiar with that you think are good coaches. There's no problem with that. As long as your search also includes other Yeah, Winston Moss is that coach, Pete. As long as your search is exhaustive. I don't mind if they hire a guy that McCarthy has worked with before. That's not a problem. It's not a problem. As long as in the interview process he seems to have the best plan for the Cowboys. That's all. That's all I want. Do you want a full change of all the defensive coaches? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much do give me Greg Williams. I hate Greg Williams. He's a wild ass. You don't want a wild ass coaching. Matt Patricia, that's cool. Vance, we are not doing any steaks today. We're doing chicken wings and pork ribs. Just waiting for the grill temp to come down a little bit. Then we'll pop the wood in there. And we'll pop the wings on and maybe one of the racks of ribs. It's not a party at Jeff's today, Pete. It's not a party. Broadus will be here and maybe 2 other people. Yeah, so we're getting down. What do you guys up to? My finger is on the mic. No, actually what's happening right now, I believe, is that my phone is broken. I need to get a new one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab some headphones. I bet the mic on the headphones. Hold on. Where are those headphones? I just throw crap everywhere, so. I have headphones that I wear when I'm doing the draft show. Maybe my Airpods that Amanda got me. Maybe my Airpods. Can you guys hear me now? Are my AirPods kicked in? I don't know if they are or not. I don't know where my headphones went. I don't think I can hold the phone sideways because I think if I hold the phone sideways, yeah, the orientation is locked. Okay, you guys can hear me through my AirPods. Sweet. I've never used them before. Amanda got them for me for Christmas. She's a sweet woman. Okay, so we went through the names. This is what we're cooking on. It's a big green egg right there. And if you guys want to see CD and Stomp, they're out here chasing people around. It's my crazy dogs. Renee, holla back, my guy. Who was responsible for the Cowboys defense turnaround over the last couple of weeks on the coaching side? Yes. The answer is yes. Everyone is responsible for the turnaround. And a big part of it, I believe, is that you played a bunch of crap teams and a bunch of crap quarterbacks. That's a big part of it. And then naturally, you're going to know what you're doing better as the season goes on. And I believe CD is how do you say that word? Malinois? Malinaw? I believe that's probably what his dad is, just based on pictures. But his mom is a purebred shepherd. Hi, CD. Hi, CD. Oh, hold on. Sit. Good boy. So that's the pups. I don't think you can bring back Eberflus, can you, T-Cell? Unless his contract's up. I don't think a coach can't go lateral, can he? You'd have to offer him something better than what he has. Iowa State guy. Who, the D coordinator or Matt Campbell? Come on down, grill temp. We're still at almost 400. Can't put food on at that. So what's the plan today, boys? CD Stacy is less than a year old. What are you, CD? Almost 10 months? He's 61 pounds. He's a monster. Can't believe they're interviewing another guy, Mike McCarthy guy. It's okay to interview Mike McCarthy guys. Like, it's good that coaches know a bunch of other coaches. Like, there's no reason not to interview them. As long as you interview non-McCarthy guys, too, to find the best guy. Sean Lee needs to retire and become the DC. No, Sean Lee, you can make him the linebacker coach. Hey, Martin. Our linebackers played the best in his system. Who, Eberflus? Yeah, they also played better when they had better defensive tackles in front of them. So they need to figure that out as well. They need to work on D-tackle a little bit. Work on D-tackle a little bit. Did you see Bobby Belt's projection of who would be on the roster next year? No Tyron, Slater at left tackle, Molden at slot, Carl Joseph at safety. Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, I know, David. I need to quit dipping bad. Bad. Bobby's pretty plugged in. I would imagine his Tyron opinion is based on the fact that I don't believe Tyron and the Cowboys medical staff are best friends. I think Tyron does a lot outside the building. So I think he might be thinking that Tyron wants to move on or whatever. But I would not do that because Tyron is still a left tackle that is better than most left tackles. So I wouldn't do that. I would let Tyron keep playing football because he's really good at it. Dustin, is grass always dead in Texas? It's not always dead. It's dead in the winter, and especially when you get a CD pup that runs violently and tears all of it up. That's what happens there. Can't get a DC that has never coached. Yeah, you can't do that. You don't want to have Sean Lee or DeMarcus Ware as your DC. If you want him on your staff, that's cool. Yep. All right. Well, I don't have anything else to talk about. I just wanted to give the DC names. I have fake dip. I asked for it for Christmas, Stevie. My brother got me a big old box of the fake dip. I just need to take the step. I don't know who the new D line coach will be. I don't have names lined up for that. D coordinator, I do. D line, I do not. Jalen is a monster in a 4-3-5-2 monster scheme. I'm just not going to worry about Jalen, bro. I'm just not going to worry about it. Whatever happens with Jalen, happens with Jalen, and that's the way it's going to be. They could post June 1. I just don't know if they want to create a hole in the roster intentionally with him right now. Just don't know. All right, see you, Zachary. You're the beast. Do you expect the rest of the defensive coaches to get fired? Most of them. Yeah, I expect most of them to be gone. Because I've heard going to be blasting some cross-Canadian ragweed. I was blasting some of that this morning. People who are asking, what am I grilling? We're about to put the chicken wangs on. And then we're going to put the ribs on. Chicken wangs and ribs. I'm cool with Dan Quinn. Did I bet on Colts Bills? I really don't remember which games I bet on. I'll just have to go see if I typed it somewhere. I think I put it in my notes on my computer. So, what's the linebacker depth like in the draft? I actually kind of like it. I don't think it's like monsters at the top, but Nick Bolton of Missouri can play. Chaz Surratt can play. Ohio State's got two dudes, Werner and Browning, that can play. Zaven Collins at Tulsa, Micah Parsons, blah, 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 blah. There's some good linebackers. There's some linebackers out there. We can get somebody. Why am I breathing hard just from talking? Sad part of Jalen is, according to PFF, Jalen was much better in 2019 and slightly better than LVE this year. Vander Esch wasn't good this year. Vander Esch just gets more of a pass than Jalen because he's not on a second contract yet and he doesn't swipe all the time. Saw some stuff on Kyle Pitts. I see another CD situation where they fall in love. I got no, man, if they fall in love with Kyle Pitts, you're not going to have me getting mad about Team 50 Burger. Do you agree with PFF that coverage is more important than a good pass rush? It's super important from the team building aspect. Yes, I do, Dustin. I am now a coverage over rush guy because I think if you can cover, you can fake rushing by sending somebody. I mean, you can drop more guys into coverage if you want to, but if your corners can't cover, there's just such a giant advantage to having a dude that can erase their best player. Giant advantage. Should we move Cheeto to safety and draft a corner? You going to give him a new contract and then move him? I might try that with Jordan Lewis. Or you might bring back Xavier Woods on the cheap and draft a guy and just see what happens. Or you might hope Reggie Robinson's going to be your safety. Whatever. I cannot get this grill temp to come down for nothing. But I don't want to choke it off. See, I'm a fake grill master. It always works out, but I don't really know how to handle the charcoal at all. I really don't. Okay, that charcoal's still hot. Daz Jackson, safety from USC. Oh, I hate that you super chatted me. I mean, I love that you super chatted me. I appreciate you. You're my dude. But I hate that I haven't seen him yet. I haven't seen the USC safety yet. So I will watch him, and I'll let you know. I'll let you know, Daz, but I appreciate the hell out of you, brother. Have you ever pierced your ears? Yes, I used to have 4. I don't know if you can see them. I used to have 2 in each ear. Back in high school, when you were just trying to do whatever you thought was cool, that's what happens every time somebody walks by. My dogs go nuts. Hofunga. Well, okay, temp's coming down a little bit. Okay, let's do this. Let's just do this, you know? Let's put them on. Favorite movie. Good God, that's hard. Favorite movie. No, I wasn't punk rock. I was doing whatever I thought you had to do to try to be popular. Oops. And so, you know, I had the frosted tips. Had that going. I had the standard high school haircut. I had everything that you did if you wanted to try to fit in and pretend to be cool. But unfortunately, I was still a pathetic loser. That's the way it goes sometimes. All right, boys, you ready to put on a rack of ribs and some wangs? Rack of ribs and some wangs. Wangs first. Do you still play flag football? No. Once upon a time, I was legitimately one of the best in the country, but my knee has just had it. My knee has had it. Okay. Did I lose you guys? Hope I didn't lose you guys. Amanda was trying to call me. I'm gonna shut this down in a sec so I can call her back. Ooh, I put the wood in the smoke getting in my eyes. All right, they're still here. Good. All right, well, I love you guys, but it's about time to cook. I'm gonna make room in the middle here for a rack of ribs. See him? See now? So we're getting ready to rock. We are getting ready to rock. All right. Amanda called again. So boys, I'm gonna shut this down and I'm gonna call her back. And you guys have a good time. I love you.